We're on, kids. We're on.
Yeah.
Today started out like any other day. The usual coffee at the servo, launching the boat, and heading out into the sunrise. With the outgoing tide still spilling into Bass Strait, the risk of going through the heads was just too great. So we fished inside the heads until it was safe to do so. Little tip if you're trying to tackle the rip is make sure you check Williamstown tide times, not Port Lonsdale, because the actual height of the bay and the height of Bass Strait will be completely different. Hence, how rough it is out there. Probably can't see on a GoPro, but it's quite horrendous out there. So we're planning on heading out, but we have to wait till about 11:52 before the water balance is just about, at the moment, it's a bit unsafe. Port Phillip Bay Heads had reached slack tide. We'd saved the GPS marker from last time and it was throttled down. We'd only made it 5 minutes into our trip.
Oh, whale! Massive whale, Lawrence.
We got dolphins and whales.
There it is. Haha, this is incredible. This is the most incredible scene I've actually seen out here in Bass Strait so far. We got seagulls, we got like 2 pods of dolphins. It would have been at least 12, 13. Just amazing, this is incredible. Can't tell you how excited I am at the moment. What was to happen next, no one could have imagined. We'd spent the last snapper season snapperless. 7 times we'd been out, chasing the reds with no return. This year was going to be different. We'd done our homework. We knew where they should be, but not like this. He's a monster!
Big net.
Ooh. We've got a double hookup, literally, as I'm speaking.
I so need to get one of those phones.
We've got this one's on. That's actually quite, got a decent fish on that one.
Yeah.
He's still on there, so double hooked up here.
All due to that beautiful burley trail.
Hey, that's my secret mix.
Any colour yet?
Yep.
What are we looking at?
Some big, whatever it is. Oh, you got a snapper?
Yeah, I thought it was a snapper. Alright, can you grab the net? Ooh. Called it early.
Fuck!
Alright,
Whoa!
big net.
He's a fucking monster!
Alright, the big net. Pull it, yeah. Alright, let's bring him
Hang
in.
on.
Bring him in.
Hang on.
That fucking fish. Alright, hang on.
No, bring him in.
Can you lift him in or he's struggling? Is that a stonker? Is that an absolute stonker?
Oh, Fuck!
Hang on, I'm not finished yet. That one's got a decent one too. Mate, look at that.
Jesus
That
Christ!
is a monster. That is an absolute monster snapper. That is primo. Get it, hook out of him and then get the pliers. And pull him up with the boys. Yeah, it's a proper hook up. I got the big hooks we bought.
That's a monster.
That is the biggest snapper I've ever caught. Mate, that is a beast. That is an
How do you feel?
absolute, oh, I'm shaking. I'm loving it. Wait for the boys to get a photo. Look at the size of the tail.
Far out.
Oh. Oh.
I can't even get him in, he's that big. Oh, you got to measure that. Measure it. That is
Alright,
just
watch it.
insane.
Let's just make sure we don't drop this fucking thing. Call it a 0.
Oh, nearly a metre! Fucking nearly a metre!
Alright, you gotta send the boys a photo. Take a photo on your phone.
Fuck! That is huge!
Yeah, what's your choice?
How are you feeling?
I feel alright, I suppose.
Feeling up and about?
A lot of days captaining.
A couple of weeks ago we stumbled across a gummy nursery, probably pulling up 30 centimetre.
Yeah.
30 centimetre gummies, just one after the other, boom, 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 boom. So this morning we decided to come back and give it another crack, but sort of sit off where we were last time, because I figured all the nursery, all the babies will be in the one spot. And Mummy and Daddy would be sort of waiting around the outside, you know, like a proper nursery when you go to. That was a way of thinking anyway. And it seemed to work, didn't it?
Yep.
I made up a concoction last night, my own little secret recipe of burley. A little blend of tuna oil and crushed up tuna pellets, and I mixed it in with the drill. Let it sit overnight, and I've been throwing it out. Probably waited, threw it out twice, and you could see on the sound of the actual burley going down. So next time I throw some out, I'll show you on the sounder. And then we're just saying, okay, it's normally a time frame when we sit down. Normally it sort of plays out in a time frame. You'll get the small fish coming in, like I've got see how the sabiki's going off there? I just had a good hit on the sabiki, there we go, see? So we're on to the sabiki. So that's what happens basically. The sabiki goes off, we've got some bait fish going, and then normally get like a swell shark and a few pelagic fish coming up, and then all of a sudden, bang, snapper, as we're talking. So it just finished out 70 metre mark, we've just headed in. We've just come across a school of dolphins again. I think 20, 30 of them. Chasing another school, whole school of baitfish. We've got birds diving in the water, we've got dolphins coming right up next to the boat. So I put a couple of soft plastics out, the actual pearl ones. We've had a couple of hits, but that's about it. Probably going to head back close to the heads now and give that a crack. It's been absolute mayhem today, non-stop action all day. Woohoo! Sun's just going down. It's peaceful and quiet. Can't even hear a mouse. I don't know why we've been so quiet.
Because I can hear.
I think maybe the squid can hear us from down there.
I think they can. Pretty sure sound travels better underwater than air.
Is that just one of the captain's facts?
That's a captain fact. People at home can look it up, comment on it if they like, saying how knowledgeable and excellent I am.
Well, if you're so knowledgeable, then where are the squid?
Hey, I can only put us in the right spots. The rest's up to
Have you put us in the right spot?
Well, I have.
That is the question.
Listen. Let's go back to bass straight. Yep, boom, pull up. Yep, bit of burley. Bang, fucking
Boom, snapper, biggest snapper.
Well, may as well just pack up and go home. We're done.
I don't know why we didn't.
Should have just packed up and went. Right,
We didn't catch anything after that. That was it.
Draft sharks.
So now we've come back into Sorrento. We're near the channel and the squid beds, but the squid are actually in bed.
Yeah, good one. Hot coffee sounds good.
I'm tipping.
What are you tipping?
Oh, and then I heard the hot coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on a minute. At some point, you have to pull a pin.
Yeah.
As much as you'd love to stay out here all day and all night again, some of us have got to work in the morning, unfortunately. Although, if you hit that subscribe button and like,
We won't have to.
and then yeah,
we can reduce it even further.
we get that subscription just like up a little.
It'd be good if you guys could pay us to go fishing. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'd actually appreciate that. That'd be
We'd
lovely.
say a big thank you.
Big thank you.
Might even drop your name. Good job, Lawrence!
What an epic day out in the water. Massive snapper, the biggest snapper we've ever caught. Unbelievable. Dolphins, seals just smashing the water next to the boat, underneath the boat, on top of the boat.